What it do, homies? It's your boy Dave, and I'm back today. We out here with another Patreon request. This time we taking a look at this song called Canto Di Carcerato. Okay, now I'm not really too sure what this one's about, and I wasn't able to find anyone that had lyric translations. So I did like a little quick Google search, and it says right here that this translates roughly into songs of prison life, right? And then it goes in to talk about the guy or this musicologist who views music as a tangible manifestation of mafia culture, right? So this is kind of giving me an idea of that music that be playing, you know, when you watch like The Godfather and those movies like that, that type of music that's playing in the background. It goes on to say that the origins are to be found in Canto Di Mal La Vida, which I believe this is the artist of this song, and the Canto Di Carcerato, right? Sounds pretty like that passed down from generation to generation, not only through the underworld, but and there's more that goes in to talk about it, but songs of the criminal life, right? So while we may not be able to find what the actual lyrics are, but we might just be able to interpret the music, right? Because sometimes the music kind of conveys what's going on with the lyrics, and we're just going to try to enjoy this as much as possible. This is definitely going to challenge my ability as a reactor. I can tell you that much. My Patreon knew this. That's why he threw it towards me. So without further ado, let's go ahead, shut up and turn it up.
E mi svegliava il tuono d'una campana.
You know, I often wonder the way that his voice is kind of wavering. What other culture has that type of? Actually, I think many cultures have it. I'm thinking of like sometimes that artist Yoko Ono, right? She kind of wavers her voice like that. I think sometimes I hear it also in like Middle Eastern culture. I hear that wavering. I wonder what that ability is called, because I'm hearing it here. I also heard like some sword fighting, kind of. You heard sword banging in there, so that's very interesting. After this, we're going to see if we can find the lyrics, because I was searching, but I probably didn't do a deep enough search. I probably could have found it, but we'll teach you a little bit more, because I am interested in knowing what they're talking about.
E faccio preghiera a te.
You know, also, as often like I hear in other type of genres of music, what I'm liking here, well, as often, I'll get to that point, but what I'm liking here is kind of the simplicity. It looks like there's only two instruments playing right now. We got two guitars, two guitars, I'm not too sure. Maybe an acoustic, maybe two acoustic guitars. But I'm liking the simplicity of it, right? Because it kind of gives way to the vocals, right? The vocals can have as much emotion in there as the music, and I feel like that's what it's giving way to. And then we have polyrhythm, right? We have each of these guitars that are kind of accompany each other, and they both. That's all you need is two to tell a story. One playing like the lead, and the other one playing like supportive lead. And at any point, either of those can switch. We can kind of give you some more dynamic changes of this audio that's playing in your ear. Not only that, but it's just something about this type of music, like they say, it's songs of prison life, that just kind of gives you like this eerie vibe. I'm not really too sure it's eerie, but it's at the same time like calm, right? Definitely the type of music that you can talk over without it taking too much of like the listener's attention, right? What is it about that? Right. What is it about them when we're watching stuff like The Godfather? And I'm referencing that because it's like, I think it's the only mafia movie I could think of right now. And but most of the time during those movies, what we hear are, I believe, trumpets, right? It's what you hear in the background. Maybe not many that guitars, but I could be wrong.
Allah cella fredda e scura fu portato.
A couple other instruments in there too.
All'arca d'una torre fu serrato.
Still sword sounds again. Okay, hold on before we jump more into it. So isn't it very interesting, right? It's almost as if when he started going up those high notes, that's when the instruments it sounds like it went into more of like an improv, when you're in the background and you do the rhythm section and the artist, and it isn't necessarily something that's always rehearsed, but the artist like really, really starts feeling it, like the lead singer, and you got to try to match that energy, right? So the whole entire rhythm section, or somebody that's not detrimental to the like entire tempo count, like a percussion or drums or snares, what have you, would end up improvising a little bit of their own. You know what I'm saying? That's in a way that's not interrupting. And that's what I heard with that kind of lead guitar when it kept strumming the same thing over and over again, right? To kind of drive forth the emotion that the lead singer was putting forward. It also, when the lead singer started going up high in notes, you can kind of hear them kind of break out of song and then almost sound like he was yelling, like a fit of rage. I do like that, because that gives me the sense of this is like a full out blown performance, and they're not just sitting there just slouching and just kind of singing, unless it adds to the like the character, like artists like Billie Eilish. I read something that she likes to sit when she's doing her performances because it complements her type of singing / rap style. So the same things here. I imagine he's sitting up, or standing up, and when he sings, he's singing with conviction. You know what I mean? Like he's just as if and I'm not too sure about this artist and if he lives that criminal life or that mafia life, and he might be speaking from experience. You hear that experience in the audio, and I think he wanted to convey that to us as well, and that's why we can kind of get that rage almost, even though I don't know what he's saying.
Giorno all'improvviso fu chiamato e dinanzi a dirittorio fu portato. fu portato e mi fissa negli occhi e lui mi domanda giovane e bello
And here it comes again.
qual è la vostra condanna che innocentemente fu e fu condannato in vita e io gli risposi sciagura la mia vita
There it is again.
le pene che ho sofferto io la salla c'è la mia
Okay, yeah. So again, like I was saying, you know, whole lot of emotion there at the end where it almost sounds like he's like screaming, if you will. Okay, so let's see if we can find English lyrics. Let's see, English translation, maybe. Here we go. Because I didn't do that much of a super dive deep into it to find out what it meant. Let's see. Is this? Now I'm kind of confused about what the actual Fred Scotty. Yeah, I'm kind of confused about what's going on. There's a whole lot of information here on the internet, as always. The only thing I know is in Italian that it's a song about prison life or mafia life. But when I type it in, I'm getting all this other kind of information that's not really necessarily helping me. But what I'll probably end up doing is just letting you guys down in the comments let me know what this song was about, especially if you understand everything was told. Now just go ahead and read those comments. Other than that, very, very excellently implanted song. You hear the emotions through the singer. You hear the rage coming up, if it was rage or if it's just, you know, a passion that you can hear when they start singing up really high, almost kind of breaking into a scream. And then I like the emotions also replicated, reciprocated, however that word you say, and the guitars in the background, right? All the way down to playing the same note multiple times and also increasing pressure of going up and down to kind of give those notes a little bit stronger of a presence to match the singer. So those are the things I liked about this song. You guys let me know what y'all liked about it down in the comments. That's the end of this video. If you enjoyed the content, leave a like and subscribe. Dave's out.